Hi, Shirley here, and today I would like to talk about the truth about crystals that don't need cleansing. What are crystals that don't need cleansing or charging? These are new age crystals like kyanite, like moldavite, sometimes even like citrine. These are crystals that in the crystal community we are taught to think of them as crystals that don't need cleansing ever. We are told that they do not absorb energy and therefore they don't need cleansing. They alchemize energy themselves. While this may be true to some extent, I'd like to break that myth for you and tell you that all crystals need cleansing and charging. I don't care if they're called New Age crystals, I don't care what you read about them, I don't care what you've heard about crystals that don't need cleansing. There's the factual truth. All crystals can absorb negative energy or all types of energies and consciousnesses, and therefore they need cleansing. If you neglect your kyanite, it will get gunk on it that you have to cleanse. Now, when you sleep with a crystal, if you have funny dreams, then put this crystal out in the ground, or if you have a plant, bury it in the ground of a growing plant and wait for 48 hours. That's how you're usually safe. If you have sort of a medium-sized crystal, the gross, the bigger the crystal is, you're going to have to use more time to cleanse it relative to the crystal type, because different crystals need different frequencies of cleansing. And do yourself a favor and ask someone who can sense when a crystal needs to be cleansed. I am a crystal worker and I don't always sense when my crystals need to be cleansed. I have a friend who is a lot more sensitive to crystal energy than I am, and I ask him, can I sleep with this crystal? Is this crystal psychotic? Is this crystal need cleansing? And he knows how to tell me what to do, how much time to do. And it's not a connection that you have immediately with the crystal. It takes time to develop it, but I want you to know that you have to cleanse those crystals. An uncleansed moldavite can cause a lot of confusion and havoc in your life. An uncleansed kyanite, same story. Black kyanite, same story. So what I do with my crystals is I put them on the ground. I noticed that the best method to cleanse is to put on the crystal, bury it in the ground, because Mother Earth takes all the energy and she brings the energy of the ground. Now sometimes for a crystal that is not grounding, you're going to want to charge it in a different way. For example, for my moldavite, I charge it with quartz cluster after putting it in the ground or in a plant that's growing, and it's usually fine. But I do clean my crystals, even my moldavites, even my kyanites. If they have dark energy on them, and if I ask a friend or someone who's really sensitive to energy, does this crystal need cleansing, they're gonna tell me that. Now sometimes you're going to need a second opinion. Why? Because you feel your own energy and the crystal merges with your energy, so you won't feel something different necessarily. You'll just feel that this is your energy. But sometimes you are sick, or you are tired, or you have been through tough times, so your energy has darker shades to it that the crystal gets, And when you give it to someone else, they'll immediately feel there's something wrong with this crystal, that this crystal makes them tired, sucks their energy, or gives them visions or whatnot that's unusual for the crystal. So they're going to tell you, okay, this crystal is something wrong with it. It needs cleansing and charging. And that applies to every crystal. Unless you are unless you're a spiritual, a spirit guide or a master, you have all kinds of shades in your energy. And when you hold the crystal, when you meditate with the crystal, it receives that energy. Especially if you do body layouts, if you wear crystals as jewelries, if you meditate with them, if you go to sleep with them, then cleanse it. Cleanse it every day if you need to, and you need to. If it's on your body, cleanse it every day, and you'll start feeling improvement in your work with the crystals, and you'll start feeling improvement in your health, because that's what crystals are made of, to raise our vibration. So it was important for me to break that myth that New Age crystals don't need cleansing, because that's absolutely not the fact. That's not my experience. And if you have a different experience and you're sensitive to the crystal's energy and you sense that you don't need to cleanse them, that's great. Maybe you cleanse them when you do meditations and energy work. That's also cleansing. So if you do energy work and you sense like, okay, don't need to cleanse that crystal because the meditation I did cleansed it, fine, but you're still cleaning the crystal. So let's stop spreading this no need to clear my crystals sort of, oh, now I see that. The wall stood between me and you. Sort of rumors, because people who are new to crystals, it can really block their advancement and enhancing of their psychic senses, or that can create more proneness to psychic attacks. So be mindful and keep energetic hygiene where you're at. I'll see you in my next video.